Hello, everybody. Welcome back to 5-Minute Gaming News, the show that we're still doing. Today in the news, NFTs. I know. You're sick of hearing about them. I'm sick of talking about them. I don't want to deal with them anymore. But here we are in this world now where it's a thing. And today's story is one that I'm gonna need a palate cleanser just to get to it. We're just gonna save it. You know what? I'm gonna talk about stuff I love first. Hey, did you see that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is making a video game movie? That's right. It looks like the man, the myth, the legend, The Rock himself is working on bringing another video game to the big screen. He says, "We're going to bring one of the biggest, most badass games to the screen, one I've played for years." While no one really knows what it's gonna be, I'm holding out for Club Penguin. Ooh, or F-Zero. F-Zero. Speaking of keeping it light and happy and movies and video games, Respawn, the devs behind Jedi Fallen Order, are making 3 Star Wars games. Obviously, the first thing we're getting is the sequel to Jedi Fallen Order. Very excited about that. If you haven't, please go check out the playthrough I did with my friends Alex and Davis. We had a blast. It's a great game. Next is a first-person shooter helmed by Peter Hirschman, who co-created Medal of Honor, and then a strategy game by BitReactor, the studio that's made up of a bunch of Firaxis game vets. All 3 are things I'm going to want to play. I'm very excited. As you know, I have a love-hate relationship with Star Wars, as I'm sure most fans do, but anytime there's any Star Wars news, we're always hype, and here I am for it. I'm very excited. This is good news for me. And now we can get into the bad. NFTs. They continue to suck and ruin everything they're involved with, which is why, of course, YouTube is considering getting involved with NFTs. So before I just start going off, let me remind you what an NFT is. NFTs, or non-fungible tokens, are meant to be one-of-a-kind digital goods. The whole pitch for NFTs is like, they're unique digital items. There is only one, and you can own it. But in practice, it's really just like one of those services where you buy a star for someone. Have you seen those? It's roughly the same. You don't own that star, you just have a certificate that says you do. It's pretty much an NFT. Well, yesterday, the same day, 2 top YouTube executives, one that was the head of YouTube Gaming, leave for Web3 companies. YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki starts bringing up how YouTube should look into Web3 and about how now they're looking at NFTs as a future source of revenue for creators. We're always focused on expanding the YouTube ecosystem to help creators capitalize on emerging technologies, including things like NFTs, while continuing to strengthen and enhance the experiences creators and fans have on YouTube. Which is all a bunch of corporate speak, and hopefully nothing will come of this, and this is just them putting a foot in the water. But let me tell you, we as a community must be like, no, because Discord tried this, and they were like, we're looking at NFTs, and the Discord community was like, and they stopped. Discord backed off and they weren't doing it. And I think the same thing needs to happen here. Because for the most part, as I mentioned at the beginning, when you have people inside YouTube going to go work for companies that are operating on the blockchain and are getting involved with NFTs and crypto, they're the only people in the ear of executives like Susan. I can understand how someone with low information on NFTs can get swept up in the passion of those who are invested in their success without acknowledging the fact that it's terrible for artists and the environment. And really the only people making money are the 0.001% swindling everybody. And the pushback by us is key because more and more companies and now game devs are considering, should I work with NFTs? And when you look at their plans, it seems like the future that they have envisioned is less about playing games or watching videos and more about just us all selling crap to each other. And that sucks. Owning a weapon or a suit of armor in a game as an NFT and then carrying it to other games as we've been promised is entirely antithetical to what game dev is. That's not how game dev works. I don't know any game developer who's like, yes, we will definitely incorporate that piece of armor just for you for our game because it just doesn't work that way. And none of this considers NFTs versus time. So imagine you got a shield or a car or whatever in a game, like a pet in a game, and you have that NFT and you are going to use that for ever. But forever's not real. It isn't like a piece of art that you can pass from generation to generation. Once the servers go down or the life of the game is over, then you have nothing. I mean, I guess you'll have bragging rights, like I owned the first Sword of 1,000 Truths, but like, besides that, who cares? It's not worth anything. You've bought literally nothing. If you want a great in-depth example of what I'm talking about, a very good friend of mine, Rami Ismail, posted a Twitter chain about this, using just dice as an example and how it would work as an NFT in different games and why it's simply ludicrous. The link will be down in the description below if you want to check it out. Anyway, as you can see, I needed to get that off my chest. I do not like NFTs. They are scams, and I am here trying to protect you, and hopefully I am very clear in why you should not fall for them. That is it for today's news. Tomorrow, hopefully no NFTs, hopefully no Bobby Kotick. Maybe tomorrow will be about, like, I don't know, like RAM. Is it cool? The answer may surprise you. All right, well, that's it. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow for another 5-minute gaming news.